Welcome everyone to the first episode of the York City FIFA 16 Road to Glory. Now if you've been keeping up with my channel, I'm doing something where I'm going through playing all the FIFAs back from FIFA 14 to FIFA 20. And once we get promoted from each division, that's when I'm switching to a newer game. Decided I'm going to do FIFA 14, 15, 16, complete all those, then do 17, 18, 19, 20. So with that being said, let's get into this first episode with York City on FIFA 16. I mean, they're 1.5-star team. Transfer budget's relatively low. It's actually pretty standard compared to, sadly, the transfer budgets I've been getting in League One in games previous. But we're going to be playing a 4-5-1. There's no one really all that crazy. No one really all that good. Nothing I'm really looking forward to. Just a pretty average team. And to improve that, definitely going to be using the Youth Academy, as this is the first career mode in this series so far, where you can do the weekly training, so I'm definitely going to utilize that. For our first scout, we're sending to Brazil for 9 months, just to get any sort of players. Another scout to Argentina. And finally a scout to England. Our first player has been sold in Keith Lowe. He's joining Exeter City for just over $250,000. I've also loaned out Oliver to Coventry City. He'll be there for 2 years. Did get a little bit of bad news towards the beginning of the season. Winfield has torn his quad. He is out for 3 months. Not a huge loss because I don't really expect much from this team, but obviously losing a starting player for 3 months is an issue. Eddie Nolan broke his metatarsal. He's out for 5 weeks. As this is definitely an older FIFA game, players just get hurt every other week. Ben Godfrey has suffered a broken tailbone. He's out for 4 months. I actually had no clue that he was at York City at one point in his career, and that he was actually a center mid at one point in his career. So I'll probably use him at center back like he is currently, but it's a player to look out for. But it's time for our first FA Cup game now, as we face off against Mansfield Town at the York Community Stadium. Lineup we're going for is this 4-5-1. Again, there's nothing crazy. It's just our best 11. Hopefully we get the job done. Here are the highlights.
He's won it back. That's a really good tackle. He can hit it here. That is a fantastic... And Green. It's what you do when you get the ball that really counts, and they're trying to make the most of that. This could be a chance. He's in the clear. The shot's on. Oh, it's in the...
So we ended up winning the game 3-0 thanks to a goal from Coulson, Summerfield, and Hyde. I mean, it was pretty much only counterattacking offensively from the team, but that was able to get the job done. From the Youth Academy, though, so excited to use this man. Ben de Havilland. He's got long blonde hair. He is the next Holland, essentially. He's a left winger. He's got a left foot. I do plan to use him as a right winger / right midfielder and have him cut inside. But 61 overall, 77 to 94 potential. Expect to see a lot of Havilland the rest of this career mode. And now it's time for our next FA Cup fixture. This time we host Blackpool. And like I said, expect Havilland to be starting a lot. It's the same lineup as last game. Here are the highlights.
Real good contest between these two as they jostle for possession. We've got 2 added minutes. That's been signalled now.
So we won this one 1-0 thanks to a very late equalizer from Barrett as we continue on in this glorious FA Cup run. A little bit of an issue though, as McComb suffered an injury in that game, broke his collarbone. He's out for 2 months. In the league, we're currently sitting in 8th place, 2 points behind a playoff spot. And assuming that we get some more players from the Youth Academy and just younger players develop like Havilland, I do truly expect for us to be in a playoff spot by the end of the year. Callum Woodman is joining the team from the Youth Academy. Goalkeeper, nothing too crazy, nothing too special, but once I train him up a little bit more, could be a good player for us. Dominic Blissett, very low overall, pretty decent potential. Long-term project. Aguilar is just kind of an extra body. Greg Taylor, again, very low overall, high potential, definitely a project. Same for Ikpeazu. Pedro Ramirez probably has a decent chance of getting some playing time this year. 55 overall. He's got 75 to 93 potential, so might see him at some point this year. Wes Eastman, another project player. And we won Manager of the Month for the month of December, as things are, like I showed you guys, going pretty good for us. Next round, we drew against Brentford, their championship side. I don't really play the game if they're 2 levels above us. So we got the loss. It's whatever. We'll just move on with that. Coulson has been sold to Gillingham for $525,000. With these young players coming in, no need to keep him around. Sell him. And our left back, I've also sold to Exeter City. And I've loaned out Taryn Hare. He's a young, real-life center back to Carlisle United for the rest of the year. Josh Carson has been sold to MK Dons for $450K. It's just racking up a little bit of cash as we head into the second half of the year. Ben Godfrey will be on a 2-year loan to Peterborough, so definitely expect him to develop while he's there, so that once he comes back, can hopefully be a key player for us. And Haviland, as FIFA tradition, your best player just randomly gets hurt. Tore his LCL, he's out for 2 months, which is a big issue, because this happened on February 9th, which means he's probably be coming back April 9th. And that's when the games are really going to start to matter. But we got a lot of games these next 2 months, and it's going to be a shame to miss him. Same goes for Jack Hyde, as he is pretty much out until the same date. So we're now down our starting right mid and striker, so it's going to be interesting to see where we end up. But got Manager of the Month for March. Things obviously are going better than anticipated. George Swan broke his elbow. He's out for a month. And here we are with 3 games to go. We are currently 2 points above 8th place Oxford United, comfortably in a playoff spot. We're 5 points off of automatic, so I don't expect us to get that. But we should at least finish in a playoff spot. Time for us to host a game against Luton Town, who I'm doing this type of Road to Glory with on FIFA 15. So it's going to be an interesting game for me. Since I have now switched to a 4-4-2, I really hope we can get some results. I mean, we got Woodman starting a goal. That's pretty good. Haviland has returned from injury. So we'll see if this Hyde-Thompson partnership works out. Here are the highlights.
This is how they love to play on the break. Cut on, and it's a goal.
So we won the game 1-0 thanks to a goal from Thompson. We absolutely dominated the game. Their goalie just had a really good day. So that now puts us 1 point above Oxford United, who also won their game. So things are getting a little tight. Actually, no, 2 points ahead. Sorry, I was looking at the wrong team. So yeah, still 2 points ahead. But we are still also only 2 points off of automatic. So now things really could start to matter. And we're facing off against Oxford United, of course. So I think this game pretty much seals us on an automatic spot along with the team below us and to the team above us. So we'll not only help ourselves out, but also help out the people. We're going for the same lineup that worked in the last game. Why not in this one? Here are the highlights.
Well, they've lost the ball. It's a good idea. It could be a chance, and it's a goal.
So we won this game as well, 1-0, with a goal from Penn. In a pretty even game, we're just thankfully able to get that one winning goal. And it now puts us 2 points behind an automatic spot, and we've clinched a playoff spot. But we could get automatic, have a chance to do so against Hartlepool. We're going for a little bit of a slightly tweaked lineup. Razonka, don't know how you say his name. Starts at left mid. Nolan starts at left back. But I think we should be able to get this win here. Here are the highlights.
They've got the ball in the middle of the pitch here. Keeping the ball moving, that's important. It could be a chance. It's into the back of the net. He can clear it here. Goal news involving Yeovil.
It's a goal for Yeovil Town. 42 minutes played. 1-0.
Thank you very much, Alan. They've opened them up here. And there is some backup for him in this position. He's got room to hit this. What a brilliant goal. Well, we've been locked in this position for a while. Probably the longest period. It could be a chance. Goal!
So we won the game 4-0. Definitely put ourselves on the map. But only 3 shots on target. Don't know how that works. But, I mean, Hovland had himself quite the game. And we did not get a playoff spot, or an automatic spot, which is unfortunate. But we still do have a playoff spot, which we'll be facing off against Portsmouth. But first, to bolster the squad a little bit. Helder Bastos, nothing too crazy, just a little bit of center back depth. Magalena, very much a project player. Same for Vasco Guedes. Victor Sampino as well. First leg, we simmed it, won the game 2-1. One manager of the month for the month of May. And now it's time for the second leg. All we have to do is not lose by 1 goal. I mean, we're going for this lineup. Striker makes a start at left mid. As long as Hayden Thompson and Haviland can keep doing what they've been doing, I don't really care. We'll win the game with ease. Here are the highlights.
Being moved around nicely here with this passing game. Could score! And a goal! Well, that title to book the player now.
Well, he's always going to get a yellow for that, wasn't it? It was a silly challenge, and yes, you play advantage, but he's got to be punished for it.
And here's the shot. It's a goal! To be able to switch the play there. Roberts. Thompson. He's got his shot off now. It's another goal! Away by the keeper. And he's moved in trying to jostle the opponent. The shot's on! That's a brilliant goal at the game. And that tackle has got in the ball. And shoots! It's his 3rd goal. Driven goalwards, volleyed goalwards.
So we won this game 4-2. Didn't lose by 1 goal, so we're able to go to the finals against Yeovil Town at beautiful Wembley Stadium. A place where dreams are made, and a place where dreams come true. At least, I hope that is the case for us this year. Win this game, promotion up to League 1. Can feel satisfied we've done a good job here. Here are the highlights.
And shoots! They've got in to score here. It's bounced back into play from the bar. They tried to keep it, but they haven't been able to do that. Space for the shot. Something of a power play.
So we won the game 2-1 thanks to a stellar performance from Hyde. I mean, technically we scored every single goal, but it was just an excellent game from everyone. League 2 playoff champions will be up in League 1 next year, which also means the next episode will be FIFA 14, which I know is sad for some of you, but it doesn't really matter because I'm so happy we went up this year. Did it in FIFA 15, did not do it in FIFA 14, but kind of expect this to be the standard, go up from League 2 to League 1 the first year, next year League 1 to Championship. Wait a couple of years, then go up to the Prem. But Penn and Barrett were the players who appeared most for us. Summerfield appeared in 44. But two amazing players were Barrett. I mean, 8 goals. Summerfield had 7 goals. Barrett 9 assists. Summerfield had 6. Hyde had a pretty good game, pretty good year towards the end of the season, but just amazing job from everyone. Eddie Nolan did rack up quite the amount of yellow cards. Only 2 red cards on the year, which I think is pretty good. I mean, Hurst doesn't really count, but I mean, Hyde, Summerfield, and Barrett were definitely some of the star standout players that I really didn't expect to be all that good this year. Overall, we've drawn more games than we've lost, so that's always a good sign. No record transfer fee as we have not bought a player yet. But yeah, I mean, this is where the team currently stands. I think we might need a new left mid and left back, I think. Or maybe just Youth Academy invest in the defense a little bit. But I feel very confident in at least our 2 strikers, 2 center mids, and Haviland. So, and goalkeeper. So, we actually don't have that many holes we need to be fixed. Probably just get some younger players in here, youthen up the squad a little bit, get some training done, and hopefully be a just better team. So, like I said, this is the last episode, at least for now. Going to go back to FIFA 14 now with Southend United. Hopefully you guys will check out that series as well, and I hope to see you all in that video.